Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our college football coaching dynasty following our coach Bubba Champion in his new job here at Florida State down here in Tallahassee. And we are getting ready to get this season underway. This is our first year here in charge of the Seminoles, and we are going to be starting off with a heck of an episode in back-to-back games at home, so this should be a good one. We're going to start out here on prime time Saturday night against the San Jose State Trojans. It should be a good one, so stay tuned. Now, real quickly, welcome back to the channel for those of y'all rejoining, and if you're new here, welcome to Champion Sons. Hit that subscribe button, and let's start looking at getting this season underway. Now, as always, before we kick off into this game, let's take a look at some of the recruiting that we have going on. Now, based off from the last episode, we're not seeing a whole lot of differences, but we have moved up pretty much into first for a majority of our recruits. And so it's going to be a delicate balance, but we're cutting into them. It may just take a little longer since we're just kind of starting out at the school and need to build it up. Now, looking at our depth chart real quick. Our quarterback, Ronald Adams, is going to be our starting. George Potassi is right behind him. It's an 88 versus 91. They have some variations, but overall, Adams is definitely the better quarterback, so that's where we're going to go with, at least here for the start. Potassi probably will see time. It depends on what happens with games, how much big of a lead we get, and so forth. It just depends. Larry Workman is our senior running back. He is going to lead this backfield. We've got a lot of talent. And what I like best is we've got a lot of speed in the backfield. That's an important thing that personally I prefer, is to have more speed than anything coming out from there. And Workman, he's a mixture of speed, power, breaking tackles. He can pretty much do it all. Now, the fullback, we actually have real fullbacks. Barry Uchi getting us started there. Coming in on goal line, real short yardage. He'll definitely be playing a role. In the wide receiver realm, Hepburn and Knockway. I'm just assuming that's how I'm just going to call him, Knockway. Gideon Knockway. Those are going to be our outside receiver with Hicks, Burks, and Grutaduria coming into the slot positions. They'll probably rotate in and out, depending on what happens. But once again, a lot of speed on the outside. That, I think, is imperative for us to have with the way our offense operates. Now having a lot of guys go in motion. A lot of the crossing patterns need to have speed to kind of keep pace in that area. Tight end is pretty well stocked for the most part. Fahoko is going to be a freshman, so he's going to take a little time. He's just shy of being able to start. Raymond Valerno, he's obviously, I think, really just a better choice overall. Looking at our offensive linemen, a lot of, I'm going to say veteran talent in terms of they're not freshmen or sophomores. We got pretty much all juniors and seniors starting for us on the line, so that's good to see. To have that on the offensive line should help, hopefully, with some blocking. On the defensive side, one of our defensive ends, Willie Jackson. The other side, Cam Freeman. These guys, we do need them to get off the ball. They will be split in time, kind of depends on what formation we're in. So they are decent with speed and play recognition, so that'll be a positive for us. Coming up the middle, Hanneman, Olonilua. We've got talent coming up the middle. It's just whether or not we can actually, get off the blocks that we need to, especially when it comes time to stop the run. Linebacker core is held by a lot of seniors. It's going to be difficult to kind of refill all those positions, but we're going to do the best we can through the recruiting process. However, I think we've got a pretty good stable of them right now. It's just we got to start getting some younger guys in there. Here in the defensive backfield, as far as the corners go, it's going to be a little rough, I have a feeling, with pass coverage. We've got some guys with decent speed, but we're probably going to be running a good chunk of zone there. Free safety and strong safety, both of them looking very talented. Strong safety, we're going to be starting out with our freshman. And Frederick Williams is going to be our starting strong safety. We did change his position from wide receiver before the season got underway. All right, now let's jump into this game here. San Jose State has got the ball and facing now a 3rd and 5 after that incomplete pass. That one broken up by Williams, as we were just talking about him. So 3rd and 5. They have been on the move there at the 25-yard line. Going to be in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 tight ends on the line. We bring a blitz. We roll out. He's got space up the middle. He slides down. Our defenders were so slow to react. That it might be a slight issue going forward. I hope it doesn't become a habit, but I do need them to react a little quicker. Now on the blitz, we fire that one over, and they're going to make the catch and run it into the end zone. We brought the linebackers out of there trying to get to the quarterback, and man, did they ever make us pay. So they will actually jump out here with a lead at our stadium coming out of the Mountain West. Or I think they're still in the Mountain West. I may have moved them to the Pac-12. I don't really remember. But they get this thing started off 7-0. So here we come right back at him, hand that one off to Workman, and there's going to be a flag down as he kept pushing forward, and it looks like it's going to be on us for holding. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that, because we tend to be the only ones to ever get holding penalties. That's going to make it 1st and 17 for us here as we get pushed back to the 46-yard line, almost to the midfield stripe. Now Adams is going to be in a shotgun, 3 receiver set. Burks is in the slot left. Knockway wide right. As we do the little RPO action to Burks out on the left side, he's going to pick up about 5 yards. It's not that horrible, but I figure we're probably not going to get all those yards back in that one play. Let's just kind of chip away at it. At least get us to a 3rd and manageable. And on 2nd and 12, Adams in the shotgun, 2 tight ends, has the snap. In the pocket, fires that one deep down the left side. He's going for Hepburn, and he's got him. What a catch in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Adams fired that one up there. And, I think really probably just kind of gave that one a hope and a prayer. But, my goodness, did Hepburn answer it. The senior receiver here for Florida State comes up big, just ran it down, basically. And, Adams threw it right at the back of the end zone. Either Hepburn came away with it or he overthrew the end zone. And so that would bring up a tie ball game. Now, after forcing them to punt, here we come right back with it as we hand that one off to Workman, lowering his shoulders, and he does not go down easy. He is definitely a fighter, sticking in that one all the way to the bitter end before he's dragged down after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3. We're going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide set this time. 3 receivers to the right. Adams has the snap. Pressure comes. Fires that one late. It gets tipped, and it's going to be intercepted. And now it's coming right back at us as they approaches the midfield stripe and are brought down about the 45-yard line after that interception. So following that one, here comes their offense on the ensuing drive as they'll have the snap, fire right over the middle, hits his receiver who's going to make a decent catch and holds on to it through the contact. Brought down at the 28-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and 1. So here they come out, 3 receivers set from the shotgun. They send their tight end in motion across the formation. Has the snap, play action, rolls out to his left side, hits his receiver coming across and no one's around him, and he's going to punch that one into the end zone. Oh, God, that's so disappointing. I don't know why it's got to be that way. Not a fan of that. Our defense has got to step up and do a little bit better, especially when a quarterback rolls out of the pocket. Either way, we find ourselves trailing. Now, mostly through the second quarter, 6 minutes remaining. We hand that one off to Workman. He gets us about 5 yards and puts us pretty much right there on the edge of the red zone. Here, trailing 14-7. Now, about 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Adams comes to the line in a shotgun formation. Has a snap, hands it off to Davis going to the right side, cuts it up the middle and picks up about 4.5 out of the 5 yards needed. That is going to bring us to a 3rd and inches situation. So this is a tough call. It's one of those, if we don't get it, do we go for it on 4th down? Or, what if we lose yards? We got to be smart about this call. And so we're going to come out under center this time, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers. They hand that one off to Workman. Bounces. Nope. He's going to be brought down. Looked like he tried to get away from the one tackler, was unable to, and he gets brought down for about half a yard loss. That's going to make it 4th and 1. But our offense is staying out there. And this is a big play. 4th and 1. Adams has it in his hands. Fires over. He's going to hit Burks. Spins it past one defender and is brought down at the 1-yard line. Great catch and run by Burks on that one. Good job by Adams to be able to find him there. That is a high-pressure play. So 1st and goal for the Seminoles offense here at the 1-yard line from the shotgun. 3 wide set still. Adams has the snap in his hands. Hands it off to Workman, pushing forward. Workman into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And I never thought I'd have to say this one during this game, but we have caught back up to San Jose State here in the second quarter. Now, we would leave them some time, so with the tie ball game, 14-14, here they come on a 50-yard field goal as they boot that one, and they will miss it, but there's a flag, and you can guess what that damn flag is. Yeah, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be for roughing the kicker. We didn't even knock him down. I think they bumped into him at worst. Either way, it gets called, so now they keep the possession alive. And on 3rd and 6, they'll fire it over the middle and hit their receiver in the back of the end zone, right between our zone, and they'll take the lead once again. This is, it's disappointing to see, especially from a missed field goal. But on 1st and 10, we fired for Hepburn again, and we're going to find him deep into the end zone, and that's going to set us up for an opportunity to tie this thing right as we get ready to close out the second quarter. Looking for him, and it's one of those, I don't know what happened to their defense. It's like they just completely ignored him running down the sideline and just left him wide open, and Adams is able to find him, thankfully. Now, that will take us into halftime, and you'll notice it's 21-20 because we shanked the extra point. You let it hold it down a little too long. Sometimes that happens, I guess. But we tried to get it tied up, but we still find ourselves trailing by 1. And, I mean, this is a weird game. I don't know if it's just trying to get used to our defensive players and finding the true scheme that fits them. But we're going to have to make some changes. I mean, every game you come out, you generally have to make adjustments of some sort. So we're going to have to make some adjustments here in the second half and come out. And we are going to take this kickoff to open up the second half here, as they boot that one back, and it's going to be returnable by Boyette, who takes it at the 1-yard line, brings it right back. He's got a lane open over the middle. Boyette's off to the races, and Boyette's going to win it. He's at the 20, 10, touchdown Florida State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Fired out of there just like firing out of a cannon. Boyette shoots the gap right up the middle, and no one's even around to touch him. They were so far behind him they couldn't have smelled a fart if he had broken wind. That's how far ahead of him he was. Boyette, just pure speed, takes it out into the open and takes it to the house, and that's going to give us a lead. We tried for a 2-point conversion but failed. Not a shocker there, I guess. So here we come out on the defensive side to start the second half as they hand it off going to the right side and take his legs out from underneath him. That's going to make it 3rd and 4. They do gain 2 yards on that, but at least it was minimum. So 3rd and 4, the Trojans being in a shotgun, 3 receivers, has the snap. Pressure comes, rolls out to his left side, stops to try to throw it away, but unable to get it out of his hands. And that's going to be a big-time sack. Remersma comes up with a sack, and that's going to make it 4th and 15 from their own 10-yard line now. Greg Remersma. Coming off that edge, that's his 3rd sack of the day. He's been a force to reckon with, to say the least. So that would force them to punt the ball. So here we come right back at him at the 32-yard line. Adams has a snap, fires over the middle. He's going to hit Hicks coming across the field and brought down after a gain of 9 yards. Still here in the third quarter, 11 minutes remaining. We lead 26-21. If anything, you want to at least get a field goal to come out of this drive with an 8-point lead. It's 1 score. You'd obviously prefer a touchdown to make it 2 scores, but we'll take what we can get when we can get it. And on 2nd and 1, Adams has the snap. It's going to be an RPO to the left side. He's got Burks. It's a race to the end zone. Burks wins it. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The defense bit on that RPO action. And that swing pass basically was wide open. And Burks is too fast. You give him that space, he's going to score. Okay. Now, later in the third quarter, after forcing another punt, we lead 33-21. As we have the snap, drop off another screen pass over to Burks once again. Makes a couple guys miss, pushing forward down to the 31-yard line. A good catch and run there by Burks, and good blocking on the outside by the receivers on that little swing pass. So that's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 31. And the shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers set. Has a snap. Trojans blitz. Fires it to the left side. We're going to hit Fehoko, and he is going to be dragged down after a gain of 7 yards. Adams is 21 of 24 on the day, basically averaging 7 of 8 passes. And pretty good start to the season, to say the least. Now Adams hands that next one off to Workman. Makes one cut. Workman takes it home. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So going back to the end of the second quarter, we have scored 26 unanswered points here after this extra point goes through. And that's going to give us a 40-21 point lead. Larry Workman comes up big on that run. A great little move right there to get past the safety. Use his speed against him. And that's going to give us the big time win that we were looking to get the season started. I would have preferred our defense played a little better and prevented them from scoring 30 points. But it's one of those. We'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Now, Ronald Adams, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns on 80% completion passing. I think we're going to have to do better at somewhere else. I mean, he threw for 3 touchdowns, but in reality, let's just say you take away the kickoff return. Well, now it's 33-30. All right, take away one other touchdown, whether it be on the little swing pass, and now all of a sudden we're losing. Yes, we got to be a little bit more careful with that stuff. Now, looking at the recruiting, we have moved up into the top 3 on some guys. And so what I do, I'm a fan of doing is putting some of these guys in a hard sell negotiation spot at that point to really try to build the interest in them to close out these recruiting races. Because the earlier we can get these guys to commit, the better it'll be overall for our team. And that's really all we can hope for, and that's really what we want to look for, is to have it be better. Now, we don't have any additional points, and I knew this was going to be kind of a problem coming into it, right? I think we all knew this would be kind of an issue. But we are trying to get up the board on a lot of these guys. Pena, man, he is slow in bringing us to the top. So far, everybody else, we're pretty much in first place. Now, hopefully, if we can get this second win in a row, that'll kind of solidify some of those 5-star individuals into coming to our school. And this is going to be a big game. We got a matchup against Texas. They were hiring a coach at the end of last season. They are Coach Bubba Champion's alma mater. Did they even think about us? No, they didn't. So this was scheduled for the purpose of revenge, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is for. They passed me over a couple times, and I'm sick and tired of it. So now we're going to put a whipping on them. At least we're going to try to. And let's get this game underway here as we hand that one off to Workman to the left side. Makes a cut, and a couple Longhorns miss, but he picks up 7 yards, a pretty decent gain. So 2nd and 3 here as we get set up for the second play of this game. And Adams is going to come out in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Looks over the defense, claps his hands, has it in his hands, rolls out to the right, drops that pass off. He hits Workman, who came out of the backfield, who does hold on to it, and is brought down at the 39-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10 Seminoles here on our opening possession. So 1st and 10 from our own 39. Adams comes to the line once again from the shotgun, still with a 4 wide set, has the snap. Longhorns bring a blitz. Throws it up late, and he's going to hit his receiver, Villano. He's got him down the right sideline, hit, and he pushes in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Villano's not someone you expect to be able to run away from a defender. And for Adams to deliver that pass while getting hit, just being fortunate enough to put enough on it. And then Villano to take it the rest of the way. I mean, yeah, he was running away. I don't think number 22 would have caught him. He does end up getting caught at around the 4-yard line, but then he's just too big to bring down for a safety or someone to bring down. This ain't going to work out well for him. So that's going to give us an early 7-0 lead. Now the Longhorns would have to punt back to us, so here we are on offense once again, getting that pass out to Nakua as he gets down about the 25-yard line. And that's going to give Ronald Adams, our senior quarterback, 500 career completions for him. A pretty good milestone. Something we had a feeling, we definitely knew he was going to meet this season. I just didn't know if it'd be this early on, though. But congratulations to that youngster. Now the 1st and 10 from the 25. Adams comes out in the shotgun, 2 tight end, 2 receiver set. Sends Hepburn in motion. He's got the jet sweep going to the right side, cuts up the sideline, and is hit finally and knocked out of bounds after a gain of 9. So still here in the first quarter, we lead by 7, and we are on the move to the 15-yard line, well inside the red zone after that 9-yard jet sweep. 2nd and 1, Adams from the shotgun still. Claps his hands and has the snap. Hands it off to Davis going to the left side. Hit and brought down. But he does gain enough yards for the first down. And that puts us down at the 11-yard line here. So 1st and 10 from the 11. We can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Once again, I would always prefer the touchdown. But hey, if anything, just keep the drive alive. And so that's going to get us set up here in a shotgun. 3 wide set. Hicks in the slot right. Sender Villano across the formation from right to left. Has the snap. Hands off to Davis. Going to the left side. Hit and brought down. And Connor Davis is going to be a little woozy standing up right there. He's going to have to come off the field for at least a play. Hopefully he's not too badly wounded. After that 4-yard gain, that's going to make it 2nd and 6 here for the Seminoles offense. So 2nd and 6 here from the 7. Not a whole lot of space for the passing game to work. So hopefully we can try to get some guys spread out and maybe make something happen. Adams claps his hands and he's going to send Ngakwe in motion. He has the snap. Fires it over the middle for Ngakwe, and it's knocked out of his hands right as he was supposed to make the catch. Contact came from the defender, and he was put violently down to the turf. So 3rd and 6 now. Adams staying in the shotgun all by himself. Everybody is out in the passing lanes. Rolls out to his right side. Fires it away just a second too late. And that's going to be all she wrote. Make it 4th and 6. Connor Davis might have to be out for a little bit longer. Hopefully he'll be good for the next drive, though. So here we come out for a 24-yard field goal. What the hell we can aim far enough to the right. Put the boot to the ball and bounce it off the upright, but it goes in. Oh, my God. That's scary. See that happen. So that one will give us a lead here in Austin, a 3-0 as we doink it off the right, the left upright, and it bounces through to give us that 3-0 lead. The fans in Austin are distraught. Well, you could have had me as your coach, but now you're losing to me. That's what you get. So here come the Longhorns a little later in this game. It is 13-0 now at this point. Right, we've scored a field goal and an additional touchdown. But here come the Longhorns right back at us. Hopefully we can try to make something happen. Our offense, it's been kind of slow going here and there. So 2nd and 3. As the Longhorns come to the line at a pistol formation, they switch over to the shotgun. They have 3 receivers to the right side. Has the snap, hands it off, and he's going to be hit and dragged down behind the line. Remersma for about a 3 or 4 yard loss back to the 42. He was just flying through basically unchecked, unblocked, and that's going to make it 3rd and 6. So now still going with the no huddle. Longhorns look to the sideline for the play. From the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Blitz comes, fires it to the right side and overthrows his receiver, and that'll force him to punt again. So here we come out in the Wildcat, our offense looking to keep things rolling. Has the snap. They throw it back to Adams. He's got a man wide open, and it's going to be caught by Hepburn at the 20-10. And he little fools around with the Longhorns defense. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The Wildcat quarterback reverse pass. Adams hits the nail on the head right there. And, I mean, I don't know what the defense was doing. They all seemed to pause as soon as it got tossed back to Adams. They're like, wait a second. And Hepburn, I mean, he was just running all by his dang lonesome. I think the fans were closer to him than the defense was. And that's going to take us to halftime. Now, we would add on an additional field goal and lead 23-0 here at halftime. Hepburn, our offensive spotlight, 3 catches on 4 targets for 89 yards, and that touchdown there right at the end that we just saw. So it's been kind of an odd game. We've been able to move the ball, but we've been forced into kicking a lot of field goals. 3 field goals and 2 touchdowns, so it's not exactly what you want to see happen. But I don't know. There's going to be aspects that's going to take us a little getting used to with these players in the offense, just like on the defensive side. It is what it is, you know what I mean? So, but we do lead 23-0. Got to appreciate what you got when you got it. So we will. Now with this 23-0 lead, the Longhorns are here in the third quarter with possession, handing it off, picking up 4 yards. Agadosi, the senior running back there for the Longhorns, as we now have a 2nd and 6. They are on the move at the 31-yard line on the plus side. Play action. Rolls out to the right, finds his tight end on the delayed exit right there, and he picks up about 5 yards. Joe Battle, sophomore tight end for the Longhorns, blocked for a second and then had a real delay in coming out into the passing pattern, but still nonetheless picks up 5 yards. On 3rd and 1, they hand that off to the right side. He's going to be bottled up. Too many defenders as they wrap him up and bring him down to the turf, and that's going to force a field goal opportunity here by the Longhorns. About 47 yards, and it's blocked. Are you kidding me? About a 42-yarder, actually, and that one got blocked as we came flying off the edge. Abel, the kicker, got it off and looks like in decent time. Just a better play made by our special teams, and that'll hold them off the scoreboard for now. So following that block, here we come right back at him eventually. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Adams from the shotgun. Drops off a screen pass to the right side. He's got Davis following his blockers. Makes a cut. Davis at the 35-30 down the right side and brought down at about the 24-yard line. Great run and catch on the screen pass by Davis. And give the kid some credit for following those blockers. Letting them actually set up to make a block is a big thing. And he picks up big yardage down to the 24. Now Adams sitting in the shotgun as he's got Hepburn alone on the left side. Adams has the snap. Fires over the middle. Hits Ngakwe. And that's going to be brought down after about a 5-yard gain right over the middle there. Adams 17 of 22 for 311 yards this afternoon. Pretty much basically what he averages. About 80+% completion percentage and over 300 yards passing so far. We're still in the third quarter, just above 2 minutes remaining. Adams has the snap once again, throws it over, and that gets distracted by Davis. Davis and Nakua were coming right up by each other. It looked like Davis may have actually broken that pass up. I'm not too sure. 3rd and 5, though. Adams, staying in the shotgun, has it in his hands. Fires over. He's going to hit Hicks coming across the field, breaks 1 tackle, and is finally brought down at the 11-yard line. Zach Hicks makes his 5th catch of the day for 58 yards so far this afternoon. 1st and 10, Seminoles. Going to be in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Nakua wide right, all by his lonesome. Has the snap. Adams looks over, fires that one late, and he's going to hit Hicks. No, that's Burks coming across. Looked like Hicks for a second. That was Burks coming all the way across the field, and he'll actually make his first catch of the afternoon on that one, picking up 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 here at the 4-yard line, about 3.5, 4-yard line. Adams in the shotgun. Has the snap, hands it off to Davis, left side, turns it up, pushing forward, and Davis is going to be stood up at the line to gain. They're going to mark that one for a 3rd and inches. Now, Davis has been looking a little hobbled. Looks like his right leg may be a little bit wounded, so that may not be why he didn't get as big of a push on that one. But hopefully he gets that turned around. So 3rd and inches from the 1. Going to heavy set. Adams has the snap, hands it off up the middle. Boy, at touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's going to give us a lead of 30-0 here in Austin on the road, humiliating the Longhorns in their own house. Here, right before the fourth quarter. Just remember, but that could have been, we could have been there for the Longhorns. We could have been the team doing the humiliating. Longhorns could have been, but they didn't want to hire me. So we put our backups in because we felt a little bit sorry for them this time around. And we beat them 37-13, 24-point win for that pettiness that they would not offer me a job. And because of that, we get guys like Ronald Adams going for 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, and over 70% completion percentage. It is what it is. Now, while we look at these highlights, I do want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And definitely give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. You're excited for the bowl season. I'm watching these bowl games as they happen, and I can't wait for the playoffs to kick off this weekend coming up. Now, real quick, we did get one commit. Cheek. Mr. Cheek does commit. Everybody else, we're climbing up the ladder on him. It's a positive sign to see. Block, he's still in his top 5. None has moved down to his top 3 selections. So we're going to go ahead and put the hard sell on him just to see, maybe we can finish off his recruitment. I'm hoping we can. Maybe. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And based off these X's and looking at where pro potential, yeah, you got to kind of figure where, these other ones hit. So we have the 2 check marks, right? Odds are playing style would be the next one because there's not one for those 2 check marks in academic prestige. So we're going to go with the clutch. Assume playing style is his next check mark. Hit that hard sell up. Add up, finish off the recruiting points there. And kind of start working our way down the list with some of these guys scheduling visits when we can. So just got to keep that in mind here. Now, none. I know we're in the top 3. I'm going to go ahead and schedule a visit. Maybe that's delaying something. I'm not too sure. And I still haven't really figured out. To be honest, I haven't paid too much attention. But if you schedule a visit for a guy and they commit, does that open up the visit spot on your calendar? I don't really know yet. I just, like I said, haven't paid that much attention to that portion. But, we're going to have to at some point. Now, Curtis Manningham is a 4-star quarterback, an improviser. Right now, Adams is a senior, right? I know we got Tallahassee that's like a junior or something, but hey, we're all about starting new and needing to establish something. Manningham may be that guy to do it for us. So we do go ahead and put on the hard sell of a hometown hero. We add on some additional recruiting, so he is maxed out there. And hopefully we can get him to close out his recruitment and commit to us early on. Johnny Bridge, same way. Top 3, hit the hard sell. Now, we've got, once again, all 3 check marks. We know what he values the most. And so it's just trying to remember which one exactly hits all those points, right? And it's going to be the time to get to work. That's what hits them all. So that's what we're going to go with. Add on to finish off those recruiting points. Some of these guys I think we can get closed down. It's just, once you're in their top 5, they got to at least be down to their top 3 for them to select you. I'm fairly certain of that. But we're just got to fight for it. We haven't been the program that we were in the past, so we just got to fight for the recruits now during this time as we get this season underway. And I think we understand that. I think everybody does. It's just whether or not we can make it happen. Now, Pena, I want to adjust his stuff because he's really not. I mean, we're number 2 on his list, but we're still not making a whole lot of headway. And, I mean, we're kind of keeping pace with where we were, but we're not advancing beyond. And that's something that is kind of annoying for someone like Pena to be there. Something we need, and that we really need to kind of get pushing so we can get, like I said, get these recruits into our school, get them committed, and start to actually build around them, right? So I wanted to free up some points, so I just removed a couple things here. There, most of the time you're talking DM the player or internet research. So this way we can get visits scheduled just in case. Maybe that'll help just enough to push us over that edge. And at 40 points, we freed up enough to get them in, and Joe Johns, our left tackle, 4-star left tackle. Hopefully we can get him in as well. So coming out of the bye week, none does commit, and so does Manningham. That's a future potential game breaker right there. Johnny Bridge commits as well. We're starting to get guys, and we're about to start into ACC play, conference play. It's going to be a big time coming up. Definitely, guys, stay tuned for that. A lot more football left here in this season and in Coach Bubba's career here in season number 9. And I will see y'all in the next episode, everybody. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.